watched the video. Any different impression of the game than your first one after the game?
No, I mean, I think their game plan was pretty good. I mean, Coach Chris Ball said after the game, they wanted to stay on the down linemen, and that's exactly what they did. I mean, they put our linebackers in a position that they had to make the play, and we had guys that were flying around to the ball and they were making plays all night.
You talked about Truesdale, his biggest game he's had so far.
He's definitely coming along. I mean, you go from seeing Trues last year and the year before, and just kind of he's doubting himself until now he's starting to fill it out. And I mean, I think that's really good to see him coming along.
How important was it to get Thomas, Kurt, those guys, to get them some snaps after they missed so much time?
I mean, it's very good. I mean, to be able to get them back in practice last week. I mean, being able to actually have that depth now and to be able to add on to the depth that we have.
When you guys were getting hit a little bit in the run game early in that game, did it help to have Kevin Steele down the field and just kind of be there with you guys?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, being able to just have Coach Steele right there and, explain the reason why we're going to do what we do, we're going to make changes and everything. I mean, that was big for us. I mean, the whole picture-wise, I mean, I just thought it was, better overall.
Derrick, you can do just about everything for us, but coming off a win like that, playing the team is probably better than what you might have thought it was going to be. What do you tell young guys about how you deal with that, how you make sure you get yourself ready to go with the game?
Oh, I mean, you got to come in, you got to get treatment. That was a long game. I mean, they ran the ball a lot, and we were out there running around a lot. So, I mean, just going into this week, I mean, you can't take this team. We can't take Tulane for we're going to play this week for any smaller team. I mean, you got to treat them every single week because, I mean, as soon as you let your guard down, I mean, that's when teams try to come back, try to actually make those plays on you that, you could prevent.
Have you seen much that you like yet?
I got to watch a little film on them yesterday. I got kind of spent a little time at home yesterday, so.
What stands out when you watch them on film?
I mean, they're a very good team. I mean, as you've seen like last week in college football, I mean, people taking different conference teams not so serious, and I mean, it came back to bite people. So I mean, it's one of those things where that's not how we want to approach it.
Your first game, Derrick, in I guess 9 months or so. What was it like to be back out there competing?
I felt good to hit somebody else, man. In fall camp was a long stretch, just hitting the same people over and over again, and I just felt good to get out there, be able to play against somebody else, and just kind of go through our normal game routines, and having a little adversity thrown at us. I mean, that was good too.
You got to play there in the first quarter, I think, on the goal line where you knocked the guard 5 yards in the backfield. It's kind of letting out some frustration, I guess.
Well, I mean, goal line. I mean, you got really no choice. You got to line down because that's within the trenches on the goal line. I mean, that's the hardest part of all of it.
Here's Tyrone. Sorry. How do you think Tyrone did in this, first start?
Pretty good. I mean, Truesdale, I mean, he's come along, like I said, since he's been here. I mean, even throughout camp, I mean, he was showing just bright spurts of what he was going to be able to do. And, I mean, I think now he's starting to understand what he can do fully, like, with his full capabilities.
How much fun is it to win a game like that in the last seconds like that? I'm sure it's stressful, but that was fun.
Yeah, very stressful watching it. But, I mean, just, when being able to rely on each other and, our team going through adversity early in the season, I mean, that shows a lot of character. And, I mean, hopefully no matter what the situation is in the back end of the season, we'll continue to just be able to fight for one another. I mean, whether it be all three phases, special teams, offense, or defense, I mean, just being able to fight for one another and come out and, get the ultimate goal that everybody has at the end to win.
I think a lot of people were surprised by how good KJ Britt, and just how quickly he gets the ball. Is it the guy the guy who's playing against Oregon? Is that the way he plays over there?
Yeah, I mean, they call him Downhill Britt, so, I mean, that's what he does. Come downhill, make hits.
Derrick, you're talking about the end of the game with Seth Williams. What do you see in him as you had against that same last year too? Like, what is in him as a player to make those big moments?
I mean, you put him in the spotlight, he's gonna go through it. So I mean, we joke around and call him superstar, and I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, he's made two big game-winning catches for us since he's been here, and it's kind of funny to mess with him, but I mean, his capabilities are just out of this world as to what he can do when the ball goes up in the air.
What did second freshman like Bo be able to do that with all the pressure on like he did?
I think, Bo Nix, man. So QB1, we're behind him all the way. So, I mean, no matter what type of struggles he goes through, I mean, we just try to stay in his head, like, don't worry about it, like, we got you, you know, from defense side, and, you know, he pushes himself hard. So, I mean, not really much you need to say to him. I mean, he just kind of gets his own little zone in his own world, and he does what he's supposed to.
You brought up the Texas A&M game last year, but it seemed like after that, you didn't have your best game against Georgia. Is it harder after emotional wins like that to really focus and on the next one?
It shouldn't be, but you know, sometimes, you know, things like that happen. And, I mean, you gotta just bounce back, man. To be honest, I mean, you gotta come in, you gotta get treatment, you gotta be able to play the next week as if you're 100%. I mean, everybody knows, for August 1st, whenever camp kicks off, you won't truly be 100% until you get to January again. And I mean, it's just something you gotta be mentally and physically tough and be able to do.
It's a little easier for you to know that this is it. I mean, you got now 12, 13 years left to play in college. So it's a little easier for you to stay focused on those things.
I mean, yeah, I like to have fun with it too. So I mean, it's kind of like it's kind of like, you know, now it's kind of like you look back at it from the journey that's coming in from a freshman. You're like, man, these are long days, and then now like time's picking up the pace. Everything's going by way faster, or they just be practice or the day or just come over to meetings, and it seems like that time is just running out.
What do you think about Papa on his first game?
He was excited. He was excited, and I mean, he was flying around out there. Got to watch a little bit of the tape on it. I mean, I just think, you know, he's a great player.
What does it mean to your D-line to have Connor Miller and Quan Newkirk back there in rotation?
Depth. I mean, being able to have experience and depth. I mean, that's what you got to count on throughout the season. And man, that's really it. I mean, those guys are very good players. So I mean, you need them to be in the game so that when people need to take blows, then I mean, the level of competition doesn't go down at all.
Anything you can try about either of those two guys in the post game?
I mean, they got out there and fought. I mean, very little practice, very little conditioning. I mean, they got out there and fought.
Anything else? Okay.
Thanks, Derek.
Thanks, Derek.